Hey you, yeah you, the one watching this video right now. Have you heard of a Roblox game called The Day the Noobs Took Over Roblox? Or the sequel, The Day the Noobs Took Over Roblox 2? Well, you're in luck because I'm mainly going to be focusing on the bonus chapters that you can play on these games. I will be covering both games, so let's start with buying this game pass with only the price of 3 Robux will grant you a bonus chapter where you have to use the hammer tool. With this tool, you'll be able to move parts. Just look how happy I was when I found this out.
Oh. Advanced technology! Advanced technology!
Now, I don't want to spoil too much of this bonus chapter because it's only a bit short, but it has a very nice mechanic to this bonus chapter. So, I'm giving this one a good solid 7.5 out of 10 for creativity.
Fly me to the moon and let me play.
Have you always imagined what it would be like as a noob to finally reach the moon? Well, guess what? Buying the classic pack, you can buy these 3 levels, and I've just so happened to be playing them, starting with The Day the Noobs Reached the Moon. I think that's the title, yeah. This one, as you can see from the footage that I recorded, looks very old. This might be early development of the game. I mean, you can drive these vehicles on a flat PNG image of the moon. You finish this bonus chapter by simply just getting to the top of a Thanos planet and going to the rocket. Pretty basic, 4 out of 10. Despite both games being old, both games give you a variety of parkours and obstacles to go through. I like the different variety of levels that the first game has installed, while the second game you can pick a different ending. 4 out of 10 and 4.5 out of 10.
The place, but the fishy on me.
Heavily inspired by a joke from the community known as Noob Fish or Fish Noob, whatever you want to call it. This bonus chapter is dedicated to that creature that you see in The Day the Noobs Took Over Roblox 2 and possibly the first one as well. This is also before the events that took place in the Builder's Bootcamp, because the Builder Man gets a cameo in a radio and asks you to join his boot camp after the whole fish situation. So after you sweat out this bridge game, you have to guess the real one. Hopefully sounds like something we know today. You have to do more obstacles. Yay! Yeah, and these obstacles look familiar because the creator uses them in a later chapter in the sequel of the game. Overall, a very nice chapter where you can practice your parkour skills. 6.5 out of 10. I'm just saying they should just keep on adding in more fan-created work, because I think it really expresses the community's creativity. I enjoyed this chapter. The maze was really challenging. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I don't think we should count this because this is an ending, technically. This bonus chapter was meant to be an April Fool's for the game, and this was basically the first map in the second game. Well, as the chapter suggests, sideways. That's the entire thing. A 5.7 because, yeah, it was very challenging. Hey you! Yeah, you! The guy watching this, somehow. Would you like to know a bit of history with this chapter? Well, you're in luck because, I'm gonna tell you. This bonus chapter was created because it was part of the Metaverse event, which, if you didn't know, replaced the Egg Hunt event this year. In response to that happening, the creator of this game cleverly decided to make a bonus chapter about Egg Hunt. This bonus chapter is probably my favorite because you get to go through a quiz about past egg hunts. You have to go through these interesting obstacle courses with creative scripting, and of course, who could not forget, the boss fight was amazing. 9 out of 10. In this bonus chapter, you play as Prince Noob, defending what seems to be a water fountain inside an abandoned castle in the snow. And you basically fight these arrows. That's the main point of the chapter. You basically defend something and fight off a raid of these arrows of some sort. 6 out of 10. Playing this chapter will grant you the access of a jetpack. Well, unfortunately you can't fly with it, but it allows you to double jump. The chapter itself is very challenging and it requires a bit of parkour skills. I had this one trouble having to deal with an obstacle where I always kept touching the red beam, even though I wasn't meant to. Overall, a challenging chapter to play on, and with a very interesting and simple mechanic of simply double jumping. 5.5 out of 10. In this chapter, you get to play 3 different abilities: Bunny, Acrobat, and Distract, by pressing it to change different abilities. Bunny allows you the ability of jumping higher. Acrobat gives you the ability of moving quick. And Distract, you basically click stuff and it will explode. And you can also do bomb jumps. That's pretty neat. Overall, a very fun chapter to play on. 6 out of 10. This chapter takes place in the Banlands. In fact, this entire chapter is basically missing piece, except you're not defending a water fountain, but more or so... what's that meant to be, an atom? A giant atom? Probably not. But you're defending that thing, this time, in a different location. On top of a hill. Yeah. Overall, the setting is nice. You play as a guest, which is pretty sick. Enemies drop these like cannons, so that's also sick. So I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. Very nice, very nice. This is technically just like the last chapter in the first game, but this one involves a bit of parkour. The chapter takes place in a deserted town that you start in the beginning of the day the noobs took over Roblox 2. It seems to be a giant nuke in the center of the town has blown up this town to pieces. Overall, the parkour was pretty basic. 5 out of 10. So we finally made it to the end of reviewing most of the bonus chapters that you can play either for free or that you can buy with a couple of Robux. Obviously, I'm not going to be playing Doomsday or, yeah, the ones that are pretty pricey, because if you didn't know, I don't have enough Robux to buy them, but if they're pricey, then you probably know that it's good. I can't think of any other bonus chapters that I've forgotten to review, except... Since we are at the month of Halloween, I might as well talk about the Halloween themed bonus chapters that you could be playing on Halloween. You can be playing these bonus chapters by simply looking for the tapes around the lobby. So let's start them in order, starting with... Just like with Missing Piece and All Hail the King, this, you basically have to go killing 99 noobs and defending a pumpkin. 4 out of 10. Now this one's a little bit unique. This time you now have access to the paintball gun, which you can use as, well, it's pretty obvious, it's your ranged weapon. The map design's pretty unique. The only thing that's the same is the objective, where you have to protect, yet again, the pumpkin from 99 noobs. 5.3 out of 10. This isn't even a Halloween chapter. This bonus chapter takes place in the 4th chapter in the first game. It follows the same challenge like the other 2 chapters where you have to protect the core by 99 noobs. What's unique about this one is the noob plague, which using your trick-or-treat basket you have to use in order to save yourself from the plague. Also, sometimes these noobs drop this one sword that you can use to push the zombie away from you. I'll give this one a 5.5 out of 10. Very nice. Now, what's different about this Halloween chapter compared to the other 3 Halloween chapters that we looked at so far, all you need to do is survive. Now, that's pretty much it. You don't need to defend some core. All you need to do is survive for 2 minutes and then escape. Overall, if I had to pick one of the 4 following Halloween chapters, I would definitely pick the 4th one because it's more unique, the setting is unique, we're in a cinema, the objective is different compared to the other 3, and it's just good. So we finally made it to the end of the video, covering most of the free or cheap chapters that you could be playing right now. Thank you for watching this video, and please consider liking the video and subscribing to this channel.